Welcome back. Guys, if you're planning to conduct webinars for your business and you want to level up your marketing as well, then this video is for you. Here I'm going to show you how you can integrate your email marketing tool, that is ActiveCampaign, and your webinar software, that is GoToWebinar, in an automation workflow in such a way that whenever you are going to get a registration of a new webinar registrant via a form you have created, the data will be captured automatically by this automation workflow and it will be sent to Active Campaigns automatically and GoToWebinar as a registrant automatically. So you do not have to manually hassle with the data and you can seamlessly transfer the data and work on conducting your webinar. And guys, we can set up the whole workflow without any coding super simply. So without any further ado, let's get started. To set up the workflow, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool, and this is the landing page of Pabbly. And from here, you will be signing up for free and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. So guys, sign up right now from the given link, and after that, you can sign in to reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. From here, guys, you can click on this create workflow button. Here you can provide a suitable name to your workflow. So let me give a name here. So here I have given this name. Now you can click on this create button and you can see your workflow page is loading up here. And on this page, guys, you will find the basic building blocks of our automation, which is the trigger and the actions. So guys, trigger is that event which is going to start this workflow, and the actions are the automated responses of this trigger. So there can be many automated actions for a particular trigger. In our use case, guys, getting the data of a registrants via a form is going to trigger this workflow, and the actions would be to add the person as a registrant in GoToWebinar and a contact in Active Campaigns. So to get the data here from any form that you have created, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect which is called Webhook. So with the help of Webhook, you can get the data from any external application to here in Pabbly Connect's response section. Here you can see, guys, as I have selected this option, it has provided us this URL. So on this URL only we are going to get the data. So to get the data on this URL and getting it captured here, you need to add this URL inside the application in which you have created the form. So I have taken the example of JotForm application. Okay, you can use any other form builder available to you, and you just have to add this URL inside the settings of that application. So I can show you how you can add this in JotForm. You just have to open the settings of the form that you have created. So let's say this is a contact form I have created, and here I'm going to open the form settings. So here you can see we have the settings option. Click on settings. Right. Here under the settings page, you will find this integrations tab right here on the left hand side. Under integrations menu, you have to search for a tab which is called webhooks. Search for webhooks here, and here's how it will appear. Then open the webhooks tab, and here it will show you this field. It will ask you to add the webhook where you want to send the data. So just copy this URL from your trigger, all right, and paste it here. Just remove it and paste it here. Okay, like this. Then click on complete integration and your form will be integrated in the trigger. You can see the integration is ready. Now you can click on finish, right? Then click on this publish option, and you can publish your form, and you can open the form as well. And here you can see, as you are going to copy the webhook URL, it will start showing waiting for the response of this connection that you have created. So this means now you can perform a test submission. Test submission means now I am going to manually fill the form with some random data, and as I'm going to submit the form, the data will be captured here in the response section. So that will act as a test data for us to set up the automation further. So this is the contact form I have opened. Let me just fill in the details. So I'm writing the first name of the person as sample, last name let's say is name, and here you can give an email address, a company name and a number like this. Okay, so these are some random details I have used, and here I am going to click on this submit option, and you can see the form submission is the form has been submitted. Let's see in our workflow. Here the data will be captured like this. You can see we have received the data in these labels here in the response section, and in these labels you are going to get the form's title, and when you scroll down here you will get the details. Some technical details are also there, and here in the first name label you will get the first name, last name, email address, company, and the phone number. So this is how you can get the data of your registrants from any form that you have created via any form builder, right? Now the automated action for this would be to add this person as a registrant in GoToWebinar application. So here in the action window, I'm going to search for GoToWebinar, and here I'm going to use the action event here as create registrant. Select create registrant option, then click on this connect option, then click here on this add new connection. Okay, and here you can see here it will ask you to provide the date and time, the from date and time and to date and time. This means from which date to which date you want to fetch the details of the webinars. So webinar is something which you are going to conduct in future. Okay, so here you have to provide the date that from this date to this date in future, the webinars present between in those 2 days, I want to capture the data here. Okay, this is what you have to provide here. So you have to provide the date and time in UTC format, which is given here like this. This is called UTC format, that is universally coordinated time format, right? So you can just copy this example here and paste it here like this. And now we are going to change this data according to the data we have here in our GoToWebinar application. So this is my GoToWebinar dashboard, and I have only one upcoming event here under the upcoming event section, which is a PHP course, web developer course webinar. This is an educational webinar, okay? And it is going to happen on September 4th, 2023 from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. Okay, here the time is given in IST, not in UTC. Okay, remember. Now let me just first put the date here. So the upcoming event is on 4th of September. So let's say I want to fetch the details of the webinars which is going to happen between 1st of September to 10th of September 2023. So from 2 here in the 2 time option, I'm going to change the date here. First of all, the year is 2023, the month is 9th, okay, September, and the date would be 01, okay, and from, sorry, here not 01 but 10. From here I'm going to change it to 2309, and here the date would be 01. So from 1st to 10th of September we want to fetch out the webinar details, and let's provide that time in UTC. Now here you can see generally we conduct webinars in office hours. Office hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. okay. So from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. only I want to get the details of the webinars. So here you have to put 10 and 6 in UTC format. Here the given time is in IST, which is Indian Standard Time. So I have opened a IST to UTC converter here, which is an online converter. There are many converters available online. You just have to type IST to UTC in your search bar of your browser, and any converter will open up that you can use for this purpose. So here I am just going to change the time here. So the time from where I want to start getting the data is 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so 10 a.m. IST is 4:30 UTC. You can see that it is converted. So I am going to put here 4:30 for 30 okay, UTC, and the ending time is 6 p.m. So let me just select 6 p.m. here. Okay, so 6 p.m. is to 12:30 in UTC. So here I'm going to put 12:30, 12:30, right? So we are done filling the from time and the to time. Now just click on this connect with GoToWebinar and you will be connected. It might ask you to log in if you are not logged in, but I have already logged in GoToWebinar, so you can see we are now connected. And here you can see it started asking to select your webinar's name, and here it started showing my webinar's name. Okay, right, and here it is asking the details of the registrant, first name, last name, email address, and all the things. So I'm going to map the data from the first step. I have captured the test data in the trigger, and we are going to map the details I have received in this labels here in these fields. So you just have to click on any field and the previous trigger will appear in the drop down like this, and when you click on it you will find the data right here. So from here you just have to click on this first name label and it will be mapped. Similarly, map the last name label. Okay, map the email address like this. If you have other details, you can map it, but these are not compulsory details. You can leave these things blank. I do have a phone number, so let me map the phone number. Okay, right, so we are done mapping the data. Now you can test your connection by clicking on save and send test request button, and a new registrant will be added in this webinar. So you can see the registrant details here. Let me show you. So right now I have 3 registrants here, you can see. Let me just click on save and send test request button. And here you can see this is the response we got. It's showing status is approved, asset true. This means a new person is created here. Let me just close this and open it again, or you can refresh this window. You can see the total registrant converted to 4 here. And now the 4th registrant is this sample name, which I have mapped. You can see. So our connection with GoToWebinar is working fine. And now after this, what I want, just click here on this plus icon to add one more action step. Here I want to create a contact in ActiveCampaign as well. So here I am going to connect with ActiveCampaigns, search for it, and select the action event here as create a contact. Click on connect button. From here select add new connection, and here it will ask you to provide the API key and the URL of your ActiveCampaigns account. So to provide the URL here, you can just open the ActiveCampaign dashboard, and here in the top search bar you will see this whole URL. From here just copy this URL till this .com option, copy this and then paste the URL here like this. And here in the example you can see it should not contain the leading HTTP address, so remove the extra things and the www dot as well, and erase the last ending slashes as well, and just copy this till this .com, right? And for the API key you need to open the settings tab, and in the developer section you will get the key. So let me show you that. So this is the settings option on the bottom left hand side under ActiveCampaigns, and under the settings page you can see I have this developer option. Open the developer section, and here under the developer section you will find this API access key. You can see, just copy this URL and paste it here. Okay, and here ActiveCampaign URL we have already filled, or you can fill this URL as well, the API URL. Okay, let's copy it. Alright, so I have provided the API URL also. Now click on save and you will be connected with ActiveCampaigns. Right, so we are now connected, and here started asking for the email address, first name, last name, and the phone number to add a contact. So I'm going to map the data from the trigger window only, because we are receiving the data of a new registrant from the trigger. So first of all you need to map the email address. So find the email label and map it. After that fill the first name, last name, and the phone number. Right. And now you can click on save and send test request button to test your connection, and you will see a new contact getting added under the contact section. So right now I have 4 contacts. Let us just click on save and send test request button, and let's see if a new contact appears in active campaigns. And this is the response we have received. Let's check here. I'm going to refresh this page, and here you can see guys, we got a new contact added named as sample name. Okay, and our connection is working fine. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up it only once. After that guys, it is going to work or trigger automatically whenever your registrants is going to fill your registration form. The workflow is going to trigger and add the registrants and add the contacts in your marketing tool automatically. And I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description so that you can clone this same workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.